that go-to platform for people sharing their problems. But why is it really so? Is it or just a sense of community? Call us on 0907-353-0044, or you can send us a message on WhatsApp 09097054450. Let's have this conversation this afternoon. Is social media becoming a substitute for real life support systems like family and friends? Because sometimes you see people just come out on the social media space, they say things, and you're like, okay, I think you should have had maybe one or two family members or even friends to reach out to before even coming to the social media space. And how come is social media like the first place? Remember, I'm not trying to castigate social media, because we really cannot underplay its role in our lives, not just in so many things that social media has been able to do for people. But I'm just trying to find out, why does this fast becoming a trend where I think people are just making social media to be like their digital D, where if they have something on their mind, they'll just come, write about it online, rant about it, make videos, post. And it's easier for someone to even open up to those on social media than open up to their family members. Why is this so? Is social media now a substitute for our real life support systems, like I mentioned earlier, like family or even friends? Or is it just simply more convenient, like sharing our experience or even connecting with other people that may be going through similar challenges? Let's hear you. 09073 for people to vent about things that go on in their personal spaces. Like this, for people to vent about things that go on in their personal spaces. Like your husband has done something, the very first place you see people come out is social media. This is what my husband has done. My wife does something, they come to social media. My child has done this. I think the other time I even saw where a young lady was calling out her mom for burning her wigs because her mom feels like I've forgotten the reason, but I think you might have come across that video where this young lady made a video and was saying that her mom burnt her wigs. And then we've seen so many other cases, and the last time, I think last week, what was trending was the fact that this young lady bought pepper soup and it didn't meet her expectations, and the first place she came to was social media. Let's hear you. And well, in talking about that case, Hilda Bazi has reached out to the young lady, and I think right now they are in a good place because she's offered her a 50,000 naira voucher worth of food. So now she has the opportunity to go and eat there anytime she wants. So I think I had predicted that, because I was like, if she really wants to just make the matter die automatically, she should try to reach out to the guy. I think it's something that works every time. I think companies in the past have done that, where a customer or a client comes out to rant about poor services, and then the company will reach out to them and say, okay, come, let's make it up to you. So it's good that Hilda. Where do we really draw the lines? Because right now it seems like everything goes on social media. People just get to say everything. In fact, there is no privacy anymore. I was given an instance of that young lady that I was, vlogging about her life, day-to-day life, and she vlogged about very horrible things. I'm not saying her environment, you don't even need to have all the money in the world for your environment to be neat, but the environment was so dirty. This lady was even showing us where she was in her private moments and everything. Like, I don't know, but where do we actually get to draw the lines? I think we have a message already. This one says, good afternoon to you. I've been thinking about this, and I believe people are just trying to find an audience for their pain. With families out there, instead of keeping it all bottled up, it's also about validation. People want to know others. Okay, people want to know others understand or have gone through the same. Emmanuel from Buse too. Well, how is anyway? I'll come back to that. I won't pick this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Eunice. How are you doing today?
Kathy, I'm peaceful. Over 1 week now.
But you've not mentioned. Sorry. What can we do about it? Should we crowdfund or something? Why are you at the moment? Maybe we should come see you.
But thank God I'm fine now. I'm getting better.
Okay. Good to know that you're getting well, darling. It's going to be fine, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. But are you at work?
Yes, yes, I'm in the
Oh,
office.
okay. All right. Go ahead, please.
Yes. As for me, if you ask me
Mm,
now, honestly, I'm not on social media for now because of what
okay.
happened to me in the past.
Tell me about
So
it.
I decided to hold on first, but very soon I will go back because even my going back, I've been
Mm,
thinking if I go back to social media, what I want to I'm supposed to be doing,
mm,
what kind of group do I supposed to be following? Because yeah, what is happening in social media now, honestly.
mm.
So people read and spoil, some people read and also learn. So it's not everything. Like
Okay.
let's say family issue like you can't just
Mm,
bring it out on social media for people to know it. No. Or if
okay.
you want to bring it out, you can bring it out in private that nobody will know. It's only your family member
Hmm.
between you and your family will know about the issue so that people will solve the issue out. But for you bringing issue out, family issue out, everybody is reading, everybody know that you have problem with your family. No, it's wrong.
Mm,
That is for me. I don't know other people, but that is for me. If
hmm.
I want to go, I will be in social media with my family, like family problem, like I will go
Mm,
in private, like WhatsApp. You know,
okay.
WhatsApp, I will be chatting with them through WhatsApp where nobody will know that, yes, I have issue with my family.
Mm.
But people are just bringing it out, showing yes. Now we get Android phone, now we get phone, now we get this.
Smartphones.
It's not make sense. It's not about being Android phone. It's not about making money in social media.
Mm.
What are you learning? What are you learning? And that thing you are learning,
Hello, Eunice.
that thing you are learning,
Mm,
that thing you are learning, are you using it for the community or
mm,
you are using it to do evil for the community?
mm.
So that is my own.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your own with us. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cassie. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Uche. How are you doing today?
I'm very well.
All right. Let's hear from you.
Cassie, you see, it's so unfortunate that many people don't know matters that should be kept privately or handled privately and publicly.
Mm,
Even in terms of mediation and reconciliation, there are some issues, delicate issues that if you're a mediator,
mm,
you don't bring such issue on a public place
mm.
because of the names and those that are involved.
Okay.
Probably it may be because of the family name or how the people involved in the matter may feel.
Mm,
Social media, there are some people, social media is not bad, though. I'm not
mm.
condemning it.
Of course.
But point I'm trying to make is that we should be able to know when to bring matter that is not necessary to be brought to the general public, not just general public, but on social media,
Yeah.
seeking for help or assistance. Who are you seeking for help? Where are you sorting for this help? Some people come to social media to catch cruise. They will also see these posts that you make. They will laugh at it, whereas others might give a helpful suggestion or advice as well. But then, for those of them who just see social media as a platform or media where they can come to catch cruise, they are all sorts of things because they feel they are entitled to say whatever they want to say because it's their data and their phone. But then you yourself that they are advising, how do you feel? Why is it that there are some broadcasting ethics? If you see a child that was molested, the face of that child, if this thing is being brought to the public space, the face of the child, even when you are showing the video,
Mm,
you cover the face of the child.
yeah.
Why is all of this important? The
Hmm.
news, yes, it's been in the news, but the child itself, have you also considered the stigmatization this might cause?
Hmm.
Have you also considered the reputation of those who know you when they hear their name is being involved in this matter? Whereas else, there are other better ways where matters can be solved and also reconciled.
Yeah.
It's quite unfortunate that today some people, in fact, all their lives depends on social media,
Actually.
and they are so much addicted to it that they don't no longer know when to draw the line. Everything before you know, they go live, they go online. I am live. You had a misunderstanding with your wife or husband, you go live. You had a misunderstanding with your wife, you go live. Everything live. Who life help? It's becoming too much. You just we as a people, I don't know what is wrong with some people. But social media is not bad, but it's just the ability for us to control what we are capable of controlling and knowing when to draw the line.
That's true.
It's not every matter you bring on social media. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uche, for calling us. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
No, good afternoon.
Yes, how are you doing today?
I'm fine with me.
All right.
I want to greet Eunice. She'll get better very soon, and God going to bless you.
Amen.
And I want to just talk about social media. You know why that maybe this nowadays. I don't know what happened to our this generation, because that's why you see people when
Hello.
celebrating. Well, when people are celebrating 30 years in marriage, people are celebrating 80 years in marriage. You wonder. You cannot see nowadays people are celebrating 20 years in marriage, because they are not be humble, they are not be just forward to their this thing. Everything on social media, they are moving in social media. Can you be private a little bit? The only thing that maybe I see now is that if somebody is dying on the road, they will begin to video him, but they can't help him. Oh, God is going to help this generation.
All right, thank you very much.
Am I saying something? When people are dying, maybe he need the people help, but they can't help him. His only thing maybe to carry phone to just video nonsense.
But I've actually seen. Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I know. As much as we are trying to look at how bad social media has become, there are other times where people actually use social media to crowdfund. I know some people that have been helped just from, raising money. Where they crowdfund for this person. I think just recently a young lady was kidnapped. I think a core member or so, and someone just dropped the account number. That this is, I know it's very unconventional, right? But before you know it, the money was raised and this young lady was released. I know it's not something that we should normalize in the society, but sadly that is the reality. And I think it was just last year where a woman just posted that she wakes up in the morning around 4 a.m. to cook for her husband, and before you could say Jack, everyone was donating money. Some people even bought her stuff and everything, and she became a celebrity overnight. So, and that is why you see that sometimes people say things like, if a particular person posts you, for instance, like Tunde Ednot posts you, then you've blown and you are blown for life. I think it just talks about the power that social media has, but how well are we using it? Because I'm really just concerned about the fact that people now come, anything goes. Like, you are having issues in your house, you're coming to tell us, for goodness sake. Well, we have a message here. This one says, good afternoon, media chick. Good afternoon to you too, thank you. He says, this is James from Suleja. It's simply down to the fact that social media now pays for interactions. People post and share all whatnot in the name of creating content which they hope gets them enough interactions to get paid or monetized. Aside that, almost everyone these days is seeking social media validation and chasing clout. Most people who post every and any personal and family information do not really have any physical relationships, and social media seems to be the only place they have a voice. Social media has given everyone the platform to display their intellect, no matter how dumb and despicable it is. Everyone wants to have a share of social media money. I think that's another angle, because the whole monetization thing, because right now You see people, I think on X, formerly Twitter, they are called banger boys. They just drop a conversation and then they allow people to feast on it, and before you know, that particular tweet is raking in millions of views, and at the end of the day they are smiling to the bank. So people are doing so many things for different reasons, and some people, it's not even about the money, right? They are just posting because they want to post. They just see that social media as a digital diary where they just post stuff. I think we have another message. This one says, good afternoon. I think it's important to remind people that the internet never forgets. You may think you are just sharing something in the moment, but once it is out there, it stays forever. Even if you delete a post, someone somewhere has already saved it or taken a screenshot. Sharing personal struggles online can sometimes come back to haunt you, especially when you are not in control of the narrative anymore. We should be more cautious about what we share. Because online validation might feel good now, but the long-term consequences can be more damaging than you think. IJ from Games Village, thank you very much, IJ. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
How's your day?
Very well, very well. How's yours going?
Very much well.
Okay, is this Benedicta?
Yeah.
All right, good to hear from you, darling. Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, social media is, I just log in when I just want to chill out, like I just want to have fun and breathe out from the whole stress thing. And yeah, social media is very powerful because it's giving voices to many people.
So true.
And you know that can also be abused, and some people overuse that opportunity.
So right.
But then you cannot say it's bad because it's giving so many opportunities to many people for talent.
That's true.
When it comes to talent, when it comes to helping people discover something, knowledge, everything literally traces back to social media now. So yeah, though some people do overuse this opportunity, but you can't write it off as anything. And it has to feeling, it has to meet people that you don't even think you can meet, and it's just the opportunity. Even when you are not in contact with your family, you can reconnect with them through social media.
So true. True.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Benedicta. From what you have said, I can just talk about the fact that you were saying it depends on how you use the space, because everything has its own disadvantages and advantages. It depends on how you use it. And actually, we've seen where social media has helped people to reconnect with their loved ones, the ones they've lost, they thought were missing. I've seen situations where people have been helped, charity has been organized for people, so many things. But somehow it doesn't take away the fact that some people are abusing the space, maybe because we don't have access to their phones. Idibia saga, a woman came on social media and was saying she would not marry from a certain tribe, and she's happy that she didn't marry from a certain tribe. She was generalizing, even though that was her tribe, because Two-Face is from that tribe. She kept on saying she's not going to marry from that, she's glad she didn't marry from that tribe. And somehow I knew that this woman would come back with an apology, and like play, she came back with an apology. Why don't we ever think before we do these things? Let's pick your call. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine. My name is Samuel. I'm calling from the city.
All right, Samuel. Is it the first time you're calling us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was about to ring the bell for you. Go ahead.
Seriously, this social media of a thing, as you said earlier, that it has advantage on the other side. You understand? There was this thing at my wrist here. I didn't get it. It just small. It started swelling, small.
Okay.
And then the day I was like, this thing is getting bigger. You understand that? And this thing, doesn't even have a name to go and complain, saying I have a social problem. You understand? Sometimes when you are on social media, you can just type something. You can type it out. Okay, this is what is happening. But this particular thing, I don't even know the name. You understand?
Okay.
So that on Sunday, there was one Sunday afternoon like that after I came back from church. I just opened my ex, you understand that?
Yeah.
The next thing I see, I just see the same thing, just pop up. You understand? Gave me the link.
It's your smartphone. It's your smartphone.
You understand?
Yeah, I think the phone reads your thoughts. The phone has a way of reading your thoughts. I don't know how I'm going to explain it, but maybe because of your search, your search engine, right? It has a way of doing that.
So when they say pop up, I was
That's
like,
why
wow.
it's smartphone.
And it gave me solution. It gave me solution. Even this morning, this morning, before I left school, my wife was telling me that sometimes she will be wondering or getting something, and the other person just open her phone. That same thing now will come up. I said, oh, maybe that, I don't know, maybe the phone has become a witch me that is now reading your mind, you understand? Unlike other people that they use theirs to be sure, you know, some people have encountered their own demons. Sorry to use that word anyway.
It's
because
fine.
some people were supposed to be to live a private life so that people will not know how they are. But some people, even if they buy ordinary toothbrush, they will still put it there. Hey, brushing with my new brush, they will be telling us they are brushing with their new brush. Some people, when they buy new buy new shoe, they will buy wearing my new shoe for the first time. All those stuff, you know. To intimidate others. I don't know, but as it has its own advantage, it also has its disadvantage. That's my own problem.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. And I think that so many of us can actually relate to the fact that you're thinking about something, you haven't even searched it online, right? And then your phone is coming up with recommendations. Maybe that's why it's called a smartphone, because how am I thinking about something and the next thing I'm seeing it? I'm not even talking about, and I think that the way it's designed, even though there is some people would say there is a third party involved, maybe at the back end between you and your phone, the conversations you even have on your WhatsApp will determine your searches, the recommendations that will come up on your ads, the type of ads that you're going to see. So it's very possible, and that's why we need to be careful with the kind of things that we share online. Hello,
my Cassie. Good afternoon.
hi Coco, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How about
Very well. Let's hear you.
Very well. Okay, I'm coming from Central area actually.
Oh, okay. You went to work today, right?
Yeah, yes, I'm at work.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, back to the question. I think, my dear, is the miss of priority or abuse of privilege. Because, and another thing I want to say is that the internet provider also, the social media provider, I think they are also not doing up to their expectation. Because we remember when Facebook come out new, understand?
Yeah.
There are some certain posts you take it there, they will not allow it to fly.
True.
They will restrict it. But now I can't observe those things again. So I think because I used to observe, if you are typing a message, before that message could load, you will see some number, which is the code of those messages you are typing.
Yes.
So that means automatically they are watching you, even when you are starting to type. They are watching you from their center. So by the time you send it, it will first load on their system before it enlarge on the air. So if it is not commendable, they are the ones to put a stop on it. So when you try such things 2 times, 3 times, they will even send you a message that they don't support such. I think people will get caution of it. Because it's so alarming that you see sometimes, though I know, yes, there is how someone can be in a depression state and you want to air out your views, let people support you or let people say something about the incident. But then, there are some that are so irritating that you are not supposed to bring it to open air.
That's true.
So I think the social media provider too, they should also do something about it. When you send your whatever content on air, they will first view it. If it's worrisome, they are now sending it to the air. But if it is not necessary, they stop it. I think it will go a long way. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Coco. Yes, I think that those some of those restrictions are still there, even though the whole concept of freedom of speech, that people have the freedom to express themselves. Sometimes these platforms are, like, should I say, kind of handicapped because they don't want to infringe on your rights per se. But it's good that you are still pointing that out. It's very important that we should continue to have those restrictions. Hello.
Hello, Cassie.
Hi,
Calling back.
Eunice. Go ahead.
I'm 100% this wife that my brother said.
Okay.
Because before there was if it was like all these videos, naked videos, if where somebody will say, what you are doing here, they are watching you in that side. So truly, it's true, honestly. But now they don't even care about that one now. You just see someone. Yeah, I suffer the hands of all this India, this old Chinese people that they used to do.
You've always
I
talked
suffer
about
for
that.
their hands. Oh my goodness, I suffer. Before you know it, my message will just enter. I don't really know. They not even get your number. You not even saying your number today before you know. They will just send video for you. With Alba, it's one. I think more than my brother. I say they have to do something about it. And once again, you see some people, they will say a beautiful car or house. Not be saying I didn't get that move. They will just go straight for that place, that picture,
Oh dear,
and
money.
send.
Mm.
And send. But you don't know who is watching you. Anything are there. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's to that place, social media, some people are facing very difficult challenge now. You will go and send your picture and they will say, so that way just came Abuja. So person just came Abuja. Now she rich. See the car she have in Abuja. See her house. She's beautiful. Okay, we will show her. Through that place, they will go and do all those evil things against you. So we need to be very careful. You will be suffering, wondering where is the problem coming from. You don't know what is the post for social media is the one speaking against you. So we have to be very careful. I learn so much less on social media. Me, my own, I suffer for all those India people. I suffer for their hands very well. That is the reason why I just give up. Let me just say, even if they look for me, they will not see me. Because I don't know how they used to get my contact. I don't know how they used to get me close. Me, I just lock up so that I should have peace of mind. I don't want to stop.
Abby.
So please, we have to be very careful for that.
True. All right.
Please.
All right, darling. Thank you very much. I think we have a couple of messages here. Let's take this one. This one says, good afternoon to you, Cassie. I think before we start judging people, judging how people use social media, we should ask ourselves, who are we to decide what's right or wrong for others? No one bought a phone for me, so I'm free to use it however I see fit. If someone feels the need to share their personal struggles online, that's their choice. Social media gives people a voice and it's a platform for self-expression. If it's helping someone cope, who are we to say they are doing it wrong? We all have our own ways of dealing with life, and the internet is just another tool like any other. Patience from Gwarimpa. Alright, thank you very much. And that is why the platform is very diverse. You get to air your opinion. It's not like it's a one size fit it all. Let's pick another message. This one says, I personally believe people are just looking for an easy way out. When we run to social media to share our problems, we are avoiding addressing them face to face with the people around us. Social media is not the solution. It only magnifies the issue, sometimes leading to even more understandings. I don't agree that social media is a substitute for real life support. People should be more mindful of the fact that the internet is full of strangers, some of whom don't care about your well-being. They just want to talk about the issues you bring. When you go online with your problems, it's not necessarily for help. Sometimes it's just for attention or validation. True support comes from people who know you personally and care about your future. We need to get back to real life communication with 5044 is the number to connect with us. Few minutes before we round up here on the show. Alright, I think we still have some of your messages here. I'm just going to scroll through and take some of them. This one says, to me, it seems like people are relying more on social media because of the pressure to appear perfect in real life. When things are not perfect, they feel the need to get reassurance from a wider audience. But it also shows how disconnected we are becoming from the traditional support systems. I can't help but wonder if we are becoming too dependent on it. Jumoke Jabi. Well, thank you very much. Are we becoming too dependent on social media? It's a question I leave to you this Wednesday afternoon. What do you think about this? Where do we get to dress now? If someone's wife did not cook soup in the house, they are coming to talk about it. Like Uche said, let's go live. They will set up their ring lights, and then the next thing you see them analyzing everything on social media. For instance, their husband was not able to pay the children's school fees. They come online, they're already live. Let's pick some of your messages again. Remember, you can still call us on 09073530044. This one says, this is deep. I think it's about instant gratification. Social media gives people the chance to be heard instantly. You post something and within minutes you start getting responses. It's a fast way to feel supported, even if it's superficial. But I do think it's become a replacement for actual conversations with family or close friends. People are seeking the kind of support they are not getting in real life. Tunde from Asokoro. Wow, is that really the case? Because some people would say that whatever support that comes from social media seems to be more superficial than what you would get in real life. And other people would disagree and say that no, even the support that comes from real life might be superficial, because some people would say they're surrounded by snakes in quotes, so they would rather vent to those that they don't even know, because sometimes it's even those you think you trust or even know that would betray you at the end of the day. But let's see another message that we have. This one says, for many young people, social media feels like a safe space. In my community, sometimes talking about issues can lead to judgment, but on social media there are always people who can relate, whether it's family problems or heartbreak. The validation helps, but I think it's also about finding someone who understands your struggle and gives you a sense of belonging. Fatima from Gariki. Now, when you take your issues to social media, how do you get to, distinguish who actually cares or who doesn't? Because honestly, some people are just looking for issues to analyze at the end of the day. 09073530044 is the number to connect with us. We will round up very soon, but we want to take your calls. If you can, call us so that we can hear from you. 09073530044 is the number to connect with us right here. Alright, we have a new message. This one says, good afternoon, Cassie. There is no way social media can be a substitute for real life support systems. When you post your issues online, you might get sympathy, but you won't get the real help you need. Real solutions come from those who thoroughly understand you and are invested in your well-being, not some stranger online. We need to go back to having face-to-face conversations and building stronger and more reliable support systems. Now, what are those? Some people, they will tell you that it's even those that they've met online that are like their friends. Because some of us, yes, we have our physical friends that we know. And this is me talking about the good side of social media, right? We've had our friends that we've known over time. But most of the friends we've made, I'm talking for myself now, most of the friends I have made are actually from social media, because they have contributed so much in bettering not just my life, but changing my perspectives to so many things. But the issue is with oversharing. People are overly making the social media space to become a digital diary where they write everything, they document everything. And I think one of the listeners spoke about the fact that the internet never forgets, and this is a very popular quote. I don't know who it is attributed to, but they always say that the internet never forgets. And you hear people say statements like, if you don't have your family member disgracing you on social media, you don't know what God has done for you. And some people would even say that my family should be paying me for not disgracing them online. Because I think sometimes you see people even post videos where they are saying that, they are on the other side of business. They are looking for patronage, the night angels, they're looking for patronage. Like, everybody is now marketing something online. Nobody's hiding anything. And this is me not trying to be even judgmental, right? But they would say, yes, you need to come. And there's this other lady that she's online. She usually wears her underwears, and then she's all over the place with a bell, literally like trying to tell people she's available and all of that. I don't know what the motive is, but it seems like they're really getting the attention that they want, and that is why it is not ending anytime soon. But remember that the conversations do not end here on radio. We'll always talk about this, and I'm hoping that somehow we come to a reasonable conclusion where we understand that as much as the internet is here to save the day, we should also know how to use it, because it's not just about you sharing everything online, but also finding solutions. Because I feel like this trend is quite damaging, because at the end of the day you don't have privacy. There is something that usually happens on X, for instance. Once people crowdfund for you, or maybe something happened and you brought it online, and the moment you say, maybe you are talking about a particular conversation that is trending, it'll be like, it's not this person that time we raised money for, it's not this person that did like this. There is, and I think that is just the level of how the internet never forgets. And for some of us, by the time we even think of people bashing us in that way, we don't even want to come online and share. But I guess some people are really that bold. They just feel like, damn, all of the strangers, it doesn't matter, let me just say what I need to say. And they just come out, vent, and then even if people have documented it, even if it's going to be there, the digital footprints are going to be there, they don't really care about what anyone thinks about. But I think it takes a lot of courage for you to overshare so many things, and maybe people should just channel that courage positively. Somehow it will help us to move forward, not just as a people but as a nation. I think this is where we get to round things up here on the show this afternoon. But remember that the Sunday Side Show continues, and shortly we will be pressing play to your favorite playlist. Yes, talking about old school. I think I met someone yesterday who was saying that he wants to be listening to 80s and 90s here. So if you are listening to us, don't worry, we are dedicating a special playlist for you for the 70s and 80s. We are going to mix everything. I think we've been trying our best, right? But I hope that you're listening to us. We are going to serve you all of that groove. You know, some of the people who listen to us, they want us to take them way back, and I believe that Wednesdays offer us that opportunity